Greetings, fellow travelers. Obelix here, coming at you today from All the Mods 3. How y'all doing today? Man, what a great day to be playing some modded Minecraft. So here we are, back on XP Crafted's patron server. Last time we set up our fishing factory and have it lasering back into the house, lasering power out to it. How cool is that? Let's see how it's been doing. I did add a shut up on the block breakers, and I did switch over to the actually additions breakers. The cyclic one, oh, let's respond to him. Sure. The cyclic one was great for placing, but I just couldn't get the recipe together for building the breaker. So the actually additions one I could. So that's what we got there, and it's keeping up. And as you can see, we've got 870 of these, whatever these things are called, tiny dry rubber. So yeah, we're making progress. It's just sitting here doing its little thing. You know, this guy's piping into that guy, piping them down here. We're cool. So let's take a look at our fishing loot haul. Bam! Yeah, I'd say it's working. Now you look, oh, sad, only one book. What a shame. Yeah, I've been moving them down here. Yeah, we've got a few enchanted things here. Just, you know, a couple. What I want to work on today is, you know, this thing is working like a treat, but it's ugly sitting out there in the middle of the ocean like that. I mean, great proof of concept. And, you know, most definitely works. But I wonder if this is filled up. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Keeping like a boss. There you go. So anyway, I don't really like it sitting there. And I want to give a go at moving it. Now, I don't want it really down here because it's not the most attractive setup in the world, is it? So I think I want to try to set it right here. Pop it right there and see if it'll farm out of this block of water. Now I went ahead and put it, you know, made it a replenishable source. I don't know if it tries to deplete it. Probably not, but you just want to make sure. I don't know if it needs, you know, the full 3x3. Remember, if we come out here and look at this guy, yeah, got stuck the jump. Sweet. If we turn on the show and hide working area, you see it's a 3x3. So we may need that whole thing water. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll take a look and see. So I think we will go ahead and get that moved down here. So let me jump off camera and get a little bit of work done with getting this thing moved. I'm going to have to get all the bits and pieces moved out of there. And actually, let me go ahead and start grabbing that stuff. And I'll get back with you here in a minute. Alright, so I started moving the stuff here and trying to decide if I just want to clog up my system with it or not. And then I remembered, oh yeah, we have a stupid big disk. So yeah, let's just clog up our system here. No big deal. I do want to avoid leather boots. We can throw those away. And the enchanted items I'm going to leave out because we're going to see if we can disenchant those and turn them into individual books. I think that will be beneficial for us down the road. And these water bottles, what I've been doing is just taking them, hitting them in the sink, and they become an empty bottle so that they stack. See, I've been stacking those guys up a little bit. So I think we're going to go with that. So let me get this working, and I'll get back with you. Alright, got everything but the enchanted stuff. Oh, missed a few fishing rods. Yeah, left the enchanted stuff. That one's totally full. This one's not closing in on half full. So now we can go out here and tear this down. It's alright. We know how to set it back up if we need to. Look at all this fish we collected, folks. Man, it's totally clogged our inventory. It's the thing we have the most of now. Fish and fish and fish for days. I mean, flipping puffer fish, for Pete's sake. It's crazy times. There we go. Pop that bad boy down. He's got power. He is making like he's doing work. He hasn't collected anything yet. I know clear line of sight to the sky works for fishing, but I don't know if it works better for this thing or not. He sure doesn't seem like he's getting anything, does he? We may want to make this a 3x3 and see if that makes a difference. Sorry folks, I know that thing's annoying, but we're just going to have to suffer through it for a little bit here. Yeah, I don't think he's doing anything. Let's see if we make this a 3x3 if that helps. So let's see if it's a 3x3 thing or if it's it doesn't have sky axis thing. And there it goes again. Hey, it was a 3x3. So that's the trick. It must have 3x3 water, or it no get happy. So now we can pipe out of it into crate. Of course, as always, I did not bring my configurator. Alright, configure, boom. Give me all the things. You know the things? Yes, I want them all. But you know what? Let's go ahead and look at disenchanters. We can leave that there running for the time being. I'm going to keep my configurator on me. So let's see what we got for disenchanters. So we've got our lens of disenchanting. We can throw on our atomic reconstructor. Got an unenchant pylon from Cyclic and a disenchanter from Draconic. I'm pretty sure we can't do that at this point. This guy needs Bottle of O Enchanting, which we don't have, and can only be crafted through Mystical Ag. Great. This guy needs Empowered Diamantine. So that may be the way to go. That means we need an Empowerer. So an Empowerer. Our casings are easy. Display stands. Quartz. No! The bane of my existence, the Nether. Okay, so we're going to have to go to the Nether. So we need to take our cords, because we're going to have to reset our Nether portal. Remember, I did talk with Fizz, and he doesn't have his set up for anything special, so we need to jot down our cords here. Alright, quick change of plans. We're going to basically get us some steel armor. Did a quick look to see what the best armor we could get was before we go walking in the Nether. And steel seems to be about the best. It is pretty much going to clean us out of iron, so we are going to have to go do some diggy. But it will afford us some pretty good protection. And we are going to go ahead and make the steel Paxel, which as you can see does 13 damage compared to our iron sword, which is 6. So, and it's also an axe, a pickaxe, and a shovel, so that's pretty cool. There we go. Let's get our steel cooking up. And yep, we are good to go for turning it into ingots. And the reason I want to do some disenchants is because things like this guy has mending, luck of the sea, and lure 2. I don't care about luck of the sea and lure 2, but I want that mending. So if I could peel that off of there and put it on something else, I'm all for that. Can I make my helmet? Yes. Can I make my chest plate? Yes. Can I make pants? Yes. Can I make boots? Yes. We must have already had steel in there. Okay, so the Paxel is... Oh, I didn't count for those. I didn't count for those. Okay, so we should be able to use the steel axe. The steel pick. The steel shovel. No! What do you mean I have to put it in a press? Okay. We can make this happen. Try to jack with me. Mod pack developers, I don't think so. Let's see, we're gonna work around your little schemes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, looking tough now. Though I am pretty tempted to leave our slime boots on. I'm gonna keep our steel with us, but I'm gonna leave the slime boots on. Oh yeah. Better back away. And we got some shields down at the bottom. Fantastic. So let's go do this thing. Hello, Pigman. Goodbye, Pigman. Alright, so we are in the Nether. Walking on blood. Now we want to go to -40, -220. Sound like you're killing blazes too. That is going the wrong direction. It's going to be this way. Oh, Fizz, your thing is so loud. Sadly, it's right over that lava lake. Crappers. Okay, guess we gotta go lower. Now, how am I gonna get over there? Because that's about where I need to be. Oh. I really don't like the Nether. And of course, I forgot to bring my obsidian, so making a portal is going to be somewhat challenging. Ow, ow, ow. Who did that? Really? From that far away? Jerks. Stop it. Behave yourselves. Alright, we're looking for 220. Of course, we need to go back that way. Biscuits and gravy. Alright. Can we even? No. There is nothing there. I know as soon as I start pillaring out over there, the dadgum blaze is going to shoot me off. Alright, we're back from the Nether over at Fizz's. We need to head back home. Always at night, seems like. But yeah, we need to head back to the house and get some obsidian to build our portal. Built a nice little platform for our portal to sit on. Kind of bridged out over the lava a little bit. So we have lots of space for it. Oh, I hear a baby. And a creeper. I can't jump. Let me jump. Trying to get away from that baby. Yeah, take that slimy boots, baby. Yeah, you can't keep up like that. You ain't got them kind of skills. Gas, don't you blow up this portal. I just made this thing. Don't you blow it up. Oh, we out of here. How that gas did not see us. That is the blindest gas in history. Make sure he doesn't blow away too much of our platform. Some definite lag on the server. That's horrible. Look at that. Oh, look at that over there. Somebody's run a daggum Nether miner. Man, I hate that. Look at that. It just ruins the Nether. Plus, they're just lag machines. It's not server friendly at all. Not a fan. Don't get me wrong, everybody can play how they want to play, but I don't have to like it. And when they do nether digging like that, I don't like it. It's tacky, tacky, tacky. There's much better ways to get power than ruining the nether, in my opinion. There, he shouldn't be able to shoot in our little hole here. I don't know why I lit this. I should have went back home, broke that one, and lit that one. But hey, it's bringing us back to where it should. That's a good start. Now, can we go back there? Look at that. Alright. Alright, folks. We need some serious nether ore to get geared up here. So let's go watch me derp around in the nether, shall we? Our obsidian pickaxe should be able to mine these. Yep. Excellent. That is a long way of nowhere. I think we'll be avoiding that. Alright folks, back from a fairly successful Nether trip. Got a ton of goodies. Got a bunch more over here in our sack. So let me get these unpacked. Alright, and just because I know I'm going to be asked, let's go ahead and try our Ardite and our Cobalt. Well, it did make clumps. Oh, we still got silver in here. We need to go convert. Look at that. 1 Ardite, 3 dirty Ardite dust. Looks like Ardite went through just fine. 1 ore, 3 ingots. Let's see, can it do Cobalt? Sure enough, looks like it can. Yeah, buddy. Ore tripling, Ardite, and Cobalt. And it is daytime. Let's go harvest some canola. Now, I do want to get into some auto farming because this hand picking has got to go. So I know there's a couple different farmers in the pack. Let's see. Now there's the actual additions one. This guy right here, and he harvested in, I believe, a 9x9 area, but he completely picks the crop before he replants. Doesn't work great with mystical agriculture. Speaking of which, let's get over here and get some more coal going. Wow, 64 buckets of creosote. Doing awesome. We'll be up and running with treated wood here in no time. Alright folks, I've been making with the diggy and got a whole bunch of obsidian. What I want to try to do is use these blank gold cast and make this hammer indestructible. So we're going to drop those in there like that. We're going to drop this around like so 5 times and get 5 reinforcement plates. So we should have exactly 5 modifiers on our hammer. So that gives us reinforced 2, reinforced 3, reinforced 4, and unbreakable. Now that's what I'm talking about. Alright folks, back from our very successful mining adventure with our new unbreakable hammer. So materials are still flowing in, but yeah, we got all this goodness, plus a bunch of redstone and coal, whatnot. Now I want to be able to smelt this black quartz up, but as you can see, our energized smelter is busy. So I'm going to try to make one of these Industrial Foregoing resourceful furnaces because yeah, we've had a lot of luck with these with this mod. So let's take a look. I just pulled our 2 furnaces out from our room over there because we won't be using them anymore. And what else are we missing? A gold gear. That should be easy enough. And there we go, resourceful furnace. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I think we'll stick him, oh, about right here for now. Let's see, he's getting power. This is a very peculiar interface. Let's just feed him material and see what it does. Wow, he cooks really slow. That's like ouch slow. But it looks like he can cook more than one thing at a time, which is good. I wonder if there's upgrades. Okay, so we gotta get Tesla Core Lib upgrades. That's basically what it's telling us. Is that even in here? Let's see. So base, not too bad. 2 gold gears, not too bad. And some redstone. There's a speed upgrade. Let's pop that in and give her a go. Did that seem to help? Oh, we're getting essence. Interesting. Not sure what to do with this. This thing tell us about essence. It acts like a normal furnace, but it can burn 3 items at a time and will produce a bit of essence each time it is melted. Yes, lovely. What the crap is the essence used for? You highlight it and don't let me click it, you jerk. Okay, so if we give an ore processor essence and feed it silk touched ores, it will hit them with fortune. Okay, fair enough. So that's what the essence is for. Yeah, not terribly useful, to be honest with you. Alright, but hey, we have a extra kind of lame furnace sitting here. Fair enough. Alright guys, I'm back and looks like we've got a present. Nice. Love presents. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah. It's fun time stuffs. This is a gift from Crazy Sammy. I asked him if he'd help us out with some explosives so we can do a little decorating. We'll take care of that here in a little while. I want to pop down. I did get our auto crafter online. Not auto crafter. What am I talking about? Let me in a daggum door. Close. Auto farmer. I went ahead and built the Actually Editions one. Not the best one in the game by any means, but a good start. I haven't used one in a while, so I figure what the heck, let's give it a go. I did need to build an Empower to make that happen. So we've got that set up down here, just kind of out of the way. Now you don't need power on this block, but you do need it on these 4 outside blocks. And something I always see people make the mistake on is there does have to be 2 full blocks of gap between that center and the outside all the way around. So you're looking at a 7 block by 7 block device, right? Don't make that mistake and put these guys too close. You also can't put anything in between here. You can't put like half slabs or anything like that right there because it will not work. So I put a little farm down here, and so it's right there, and we got it growing canola. Put a bunch of light and a bunch of water down here. One little spot that isn't getting water, you know, because we're doing 9 by 9. So I threw a worm down. If you didn't know, worms will water for you. Now, this guy's taking in, you know, he's obviously collecting the canola and the seeds, and he's piping, right now he's piping the canola into this guy, which is a canola press. This is required to make power from your canola. So he's turning canola into canola oil, right? And of course the farmer and the press take power. And I've got them running off the Actually Editions lasers back to an oil generator. I had this set up, but I had it set up to run refined oil. Yeah, this refined canola oil by piping the regular canola oil into a fermenting barrel right here. So it gets the regular canola oil here, it just processes, doesn't need any power or anything. Turns it into the refined oil. So we've got, you know, quite a few buckets of that sitting here. But I wanted to play with the different kinds. There's 4 different kinds of oil that this oil generator can take. 4 different kinds of canola oil. Now I wanted to try the different ones and see what they all can do. Now I've got it piping the power out here into an energy trash can from Extra Utilities, just so we can run through them a little bit quicker and see what they all do. So we figure out, you know, we know obviously as they go up in tiers, you know, one's going to be better than the next, but let's see actually how much better. So let's start with just, you know, our basic canola oil. So if we pop that in that generator, we see this lit up green, which means it is powering. So So it's creating 60 CF per tick, which translates to 60 RF a tick. Anytime you see CF in actually additions, it's just RF. And it'll run that for 200 ticks. And looks like it's consuming, what, 50 millibuckets? Yeah, each time. Yep, each time the fire goes down, you're getting 50 millibuckets consumed. So that's on the basic canola oil, 60 RF a tick. Not bad. That would run both of these machines just fine. But, you know, the refined is a free upgrade. You know, that doesn't require any power, doesn't, you know, it just requires a little bit of time. And this guy's actually quicker than this guy, so I don't know why you wouldn't do it. At least go with the refined. So, yeah. Now, while this guy's running down, the next one up, of course, we're going to try is the refined, and I've actually got refined in all three of these right now. We're going to go ahead and prep for the next two upgrades beyond the refined. But we'll do the refined here in just a minute once that runs down. But let's take some canola seeds and run back upstairs and prep for the highest two tiers. Right, so the next tier up beyond the refined, we got to take a canola seed and hit it with the atomic reconstructor. And we get this crystallized canola seed. So, yeah, a little bit different. Now we're going to take one more because the next one we got to do, the highest tier, we're also going to need a crystallized seed. So there we go. Now we're going to take one of our crystallized seeds and we're going to empower it. So we're going to pop that in the middle and we're going to pop 4 seeds around it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we empower, and it goes really fast. So there we go. We've got a crystallized canola seed and an empowered canola seed. And you know what? I think we're going to need one more. Yep. I was short. One crystallized seed. Let's go get one more real quick. Pop back up here. What I want to see is, you know, is it even worth it to crystallize these seeds and or empower them? If not, then we can just refine the oil and call it done. You know, or is it worth automating, you know, crystallizing and empowering the seeds? So I don't know. We'll find that out here in a second. So let's see if our machine is ready. Almost. One more process for the oil. Remember, 60 CF a tick. Let's keep that in mind. All right, that's going to run down. And then we need to try our, let's get a free hand here. All right, so now we're going to try the refined oil. So if we put refined oil in it, we're now getting 120 CF a tick for 240 ticks. And I bet you money it's using the same 50. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, so 120 CF a tick versus 60, so it doubled. That's pretty cool. That's definitely worth the refining, especially since the refining doesn't cost anything to do other than just setting up a fermenting barrel, which is some wood, super cheap and easy. So yeah, why wouldn't you do that? 120 RF a tick is, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at, but it ain't, you know, going to run your whole entire base or anything. Remember, this is just supplemental power, right? We've got our big generator over there just cranking the juice out. This is just topping things off. You know, I really hate not having a nicely diversified power system. And if you look back here on the back wall, sorry about the noise. Remember, we can't silence that thing. I've got all the XNet stuff back here. Crazy Sammy and I were looking earlier at getting XNet working, so that may be coming up in a later video down the road. But let's go ahead and turn, while we wait for this guy to finish up. He's going to take a little while to process. Let's go ahead and turn both of these into the next tier. So we'll throw in a crystallized seed. Boom. See how it became that kind of red? It starts out as that greeny color and it becomes like a pale red. So let's crystallize this one as well. Good. Now they're the same, and we're going to toss the empowered seed into this side over here. Boom. Now it's become this vibrant pinky color, hot pink, whatever. So this is crystallized oil, and this is empowered oil. So we'll try both of those here in a second once this cooks down. So let me let this cook down and I'll get back with you. Alright, it's cooked all the way down, so let's go on up to the next tier. Remember, that was 120 RF a tick. So we're going to go up to this crystallized oil and take a look at that. So pop that in there. And, ooh, not as big a bonus this time. Remember, we went from 60 to 120, and now we're going from 120 to 160. That's not that great of a return, but it is going to run for 560 ticks. That is a heck of a return. So we got a whole bunch more time, but not much more power produced. Okay, so yeah, this burn down is going to take a lot longer, but it's just not going to produce that much power. So okay, fair enough. Well, let me let this burn down. We'll run out of this crystallized oil, and then we'll go over and try the empowered oil. So give me a few minutes. And this is the point where Crazy Sammy crashed the server. Yay! Alright, she's emptied out again, so let's go ahead and get this empowered oil in here. Remember, we were working with 160 RF per tick over 560 ticks. So let's see what this stuff does. 200 RF a tick over 800 ticks. Boy, that's a really long time. And you're getting a max of 200 RF a tick, which is pretty darn good. So yeah, it does look like it's worth going to the empowered. I would actually skip the crystallized. If you're going to go that far, just take it all the way to empowered. Otherwise, leave it at the fermented. So, yeah, we may be automating this to get our 200 RF a tick out of there for the 800 ticks. That may be well worth it. One additional thing I did note, I'll put some of that, this, I think I said fermented earlier, it's actually refined in there, and I'm going to throw a crystallized seed in there, and then I'm going to throw an empowered seed in there to get the good stuff. The crystallized oil, if you look at it, we could throw it in a turbine generator and get 400 RF a tick. Or 400 RF per millibucket, I should say. So, and if we do the empowered, it's 700. So we may have to look at that. But for the time being, if we can automate the empowered oil, which shouldn't be too hard, we should be able to run a fully autonomous and, what's the word I'm looking for? Renewable power source here. Much like we're doing over here with Mechanism and our gas burning generator. We're just using water to make hydrogen, and fully renewable, creates a great amount of power, a lot more than this setup does. But this is an extra set of power, a little bonus power. I do like to diversify a lot, so if you ever have a problem with one mod or one power transfer type, or one source ever becomes a problem and they end up removing it or whatnot out of the pack, then you're still good to go, or at least have something. So I do like to have these alternate power sources floating around. This one arguably isn't great, but throwing it down here in the bottom and just letting it do its thing, kind of set it and forget it, might be worth it. So, there you go. And that's all the time I got for today, but I sure do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me, as always. And until next time, get out there and make some noise. See ya!